Citizens of the world, can you believe it? The time for Age of Empires 4 is upon us, and we are checking out the game today on launch day to see whether it's buggy, whether it's good, what are the pros and cons of Age of Empires 4, and I'm very curious what the release version is like. Key for the game was sent over to me to check it out, so let's go ahead and encounter Age of Empires 4. Here we are on the main menu of Age of Empires 4. Now, just as a positive note, accessibility options were thrown up before I even got to the main menu. Well, some of the options anyway. And then it tried to dump me straight into the tutorial, which I immediately quit because I want to get to all of the options. Now, the options in this game are, as far as I can tell so far, pretty impressive. Under controls, you have various things: sticky selections, swapping shift and alt modifier keys, what happens when you press the idle villager key, idle military key, whether it's select and center, follow, or select only. Very nice to have. In terms of rebindable keys, you have the grid, which you can rebind. I'm just going to leave it as default for now. Then there's common keys, which can all be rebound with alternates as well. So this is all very good to have. Camera options, pan acceleration is on, it can be turned off, very good to have. Pan speed can go up to double the default. We'll leave it at 100 because I'm not sure how fast all of this is. Mouse wheel zoom on and the zoom speed, great. Game dynamic training apparently is on, which enables or disables a tutorial system in which dynamic training elements appear as needed in any game mode, so that's nice. Player colors, unique or team-based. I like them unique, even though that's not the pro move. Box select can be smart, villagers only, or military only. I'll leave it on smart. Campaign difficulty, I'm just gonna put it at... You know what, let's pick hard and see how hard it is, right? We'll pick hard campaign difficulty. Under UI, we've got health bars, which is smart, selection only, always on, always off, very good. I think smart is fine, because then we can just assume everyone else is full health. Construction progress bars, always on, please. Show game duration timer. Yeah, why not? Show pinned player information. I don't know what pinned player information is, so I'm just going to leave that off. Control group shortcuts are on. Idle villager icons are on. Okay, great. Graphics. So we've got borderless full screen, exclusive full screen, full desktop, and windowed. Very nice options there. Resolution. Right, we're keeping it at 1080. Gameplay resolution scale, full. Lock mouse to window, a rare option nowadays in gaming. Lock mouse to window. Look at that, it's actually locked. If I turn it off, it actually works. The lock mouse to window option not only exists, but it works. Why that's a rarity, I'm unsure. Image quality is high. Now, the way this is set is a little bit annoying. I hate options like this because, oh, it's like the max is high. Okay, the max is high. Okay, the max is high. But some, oh, it goes higher than high, but you only know when you click on it. I think these should just be left to right sliders so we can just see at the get-go that there's more. It doesn't recommend me going up to maximum on geometry detail right now. You know what? We'll try it, and if it starts lagging out, we'll turn it back down. VSync, a frame rate limit can be unlimited. It's limited to 60 because that's what I record videos at. Movie quality up to 4K HDR. Very nice. Separate audio sliders for music, speech, sound effects. Good. There should be one more added here for cinematics. I assume cinematics are tied into speech, but sometimes they're tied into music. Sometimes they're not tied to anything. So, because we know there's cinematics, right? There's movie quality. Where's the movie audio slider? Come on. Games never have a separate slider for cinematics. Why? Why not? I hate that. Sound quality is high, dynamic range is wide, so that's fine. Online options, allow messages from nobody, allow friends requests from nobody, turn off status visibility, leave me alone. Now, accessibility. I'm a huge proponent for accessibility options. Technically, all options are accessibility options, okay? But these are usually the options that are just missing from games. Strong contrast mode, good to have. UI text scale, it can go up to largest, larger, or default. Slide out notifications, on or off. Subtitles, movie and in-game movie only or off. I'm leaving it all on. Subtitle scale is set to larger, but it does get bigger than this. The default seems a bit small for me. Oh, there we go. Read incoming chat messages, I'm gonna leave that off. And UI narration, I don't know if it's I don't know how
toggle
that works. Oh, there it goes.
Online button. Accessibility button. Item 8 of 8. Subtitles combo box. Movie and in-game. 1 of 3. Is selected. Toggle to say.
Okay, we're gonna turn that off. Good to have, but I feel text-to-speech should be a bit more natural than that nowadays, right? What is that, like Microsoft Sam or something? Like, surely we have better text-to-speech nowadays. with everything we've got in technology. Okay, close. This main menu, I'm just gonna say, is confusing. I have no idea what I'm looking at. Like, this is the single player button. It's just a big empty box with stuff. All of this, but there's a learn tab up here. So there's tech trees. We can explore English, Chinese, French, Holy Roman Empire, Mongols, Rus, Delhi Sultanate, and Abbasid Dynasty. These are the civilizations that we can play. And in my experience in the closed beta for Age of Empires 4, is that the civilizations in this game are far fewer compared to, say, Age of Empires 2, but they're much more different from each other. So just having a quick look at English, so they have these. Okay, I'm looking at this tree here. There's a Dark Age, Feudal Age, Castle Age, Imperial Age. Nice. Network of castles, Island of Agriculture, build farms for 50% less wood. Defensive Buyrig. Keep what's yours with the Vanguard, Man-at-Arms, Heavy Infantry in the Dark Age. Civilization bonuses are still here. Influence, farms built within the influence of a mill benefit from 15% faster gather speed, and the unique unit is a longbowman. So there's still difficulty 1 out of 3 stars. Compared to the Chinese, they have 4 unique units, right? Even the order of things here. Right, so wait, hold on. Looking at the English, there's like 3 notes, bonuses, 4 notes, special bonus, 1 unique unit. Whereas the Chinese have 2 notes, bonuses, and 4 unique units. French, 3 unique. So yeah, they're actually quite different from each other. So Chinese is hard, French is easy. Holy Roman Empire is medium, Mongols hard, Rus medium, Delhi Sultanate hard, Abbasid Dynasty medium. So I think these games should pretty much start with English, longbowman, easy, very, very simple to understand. But when I launched the game after the accessibility options, it tried to dump me into this. Ooh. Sandy wind sound effects. The tutorial. We should check this out, because things might be different. Learn the fundamentals of Age of Empires 4 as you guide a group of refugees in rebuilding a township and reclaiming their land from invaders. Includes lessons on economics, basic combat, and other core skills. Learn more advanced techniques in the Art of War challenges, available in the single player section. Let's learn. Let's learn the basics. I think that's important. Yes? Don't forget, keep exploring the map. Oh, it's not Microsoft Sam, it's most likely to be Microsoft David. There's no more Microsoft Sam anymore? Oh, they killed Sam and now David is the voice of Microsoft, is it? Did I change the idle key by mistake to follow? Oh, I might have. The mouse wheel affecting the drop-down options, that was a bit annoying. But I suppose that's fine. Anyway, here's our first cinematic. The tutorial of Age of Empires 4.
Driven from their homes by armed invaders, a few hardy refugees faced the prospect of starting again. They would found a new village deep in the countryside.
Establish your economy. Okay, very smooth so far.
With a new settlement established, the first priority was locating a reliable food source. The simplest source was gathering from nature.
Gather 50 additional food. Okay. Oh, okay. Ooh, haven't played. Oh, okay. Traditional RTS. Waz does not control the camera. Okay, it's fine. Edge scrolling, clicking, dragging on the mini map. Okay, let's check. Oh, unit voices audio volume are the same audio slider as the narration. Okay, we need 2 more audio sliders in the options, please. One for cinematics, one for unit voices. Anyway, hotkeys. Control 1, Control 2, Control 3. Look at the numbers. 1, 2, 3. Ah, they did the hotkeys. Oh, they did it. Units can exist in multiple control groups. You can see the numbers right above their heads. Okay, the unit voices are very loud, so I'm gonna have to go to audio and drop speech volume. Look, unit speech should not be under speech, right? Okay. Close. Resume. Collect some berries. Now, this is the max zoom, which is okay. A lot of city builders and RTS we've been playing recently allows you to zoom in so close, which is kind of cool if the graphics are nice, but I think this is fine. Zooming out, this is the max zoom out. I think they have actually increased this since the closed beta last I played. It used to be slightly more zoomed in. It used to feel like this was the max zoom out, and then I did actually leave feedback saying it should zoom out more. And that players asking to be able to zoom out more in RTSs is a universal thing, but it did actually feel way too claustrophobic. So I think they did do this. Did that actually make them quieter? It did. They're just very loud.
With a healthy supply of food, the village could start to grow. To do so, it would need more hands to share the work.
Wait, Shift Q works. Very nice. Oh, well, what was that effect? Is that a thread? Oh. Shh. Okay, we're producing 5 additional villages. That cancels. Okay, UI is feeling quite natural. Look here, ping. Very squelchy ping sound. Control E. Oh, there's a spam protection. Okay. Okay, so we're producing more villages. Okay, no problem, no problem. There we go. We did it.
The new workforce could now turn to the growing village's needs. First, they would build a mill near their food source, so villagers could drop off gathered berries more easily.
Okay, so when you select villagers, the build menu is right there. Oh, so the hotkeys, hold on, I'm trying to learn how these hotkeys work. You select them.
Next, the growing village would need wood to build with.
Okay. Needs wood. Let's grab you. So let me just see here. So they're holding food. I just want to see the interaction here. If I tell you to chop wood, do you just lose the food? Let's see. These little things are important. Yes. Okay. Food is lost when they're carrying it, and then you tell them to go gather something else. No problem. Okay. So we're gathering 50 additional wood. Yes. We're not allowed to build anything else. Garrison, stand ground. Are there hotkeys for these? It's not listed here. I assume... Hold on. I have to double check. Controls. So did I change any of these? Select and center, select and center. Center camera. Idle villagers was select and center. Okay, there we go. That one was wrong. Under common keys. What's just like stop? Communication, game. Okay, wait. Camera, unit management. Cycle through, follow selected units, cycle through idle units. Focus on town center. Control groups, focus on control groups. Is there no hotkey to stop moving? The yellow thread and blueprint design is a design choice. Yeah, I mean, I kind of like the dark blue
The growing community now
gold.
had a steady supply of lumber. To make wood collection easier, villagers could erect a lumber camp near the forest.
Okay, building a lumber camp. Buildings build pretty quick. But yeah, see, even the fog is a dark blue, not a black. So this dark
Thanks
blue
to the
gold
camp,
aesthetic, it's kind of
villagers
nice.
no longer needed to travel as far to drop off lumber. The village now required additional houses to support its growing population.
Build 3 houses. Okay. Q. Q.
Where can?
That shift. Oh right, shift queuing.
Each a father.
Does shift queuing work? It does work, but there's no indicator that it works.
Stereo each.
That's kind of weird how there's no... If I tell you to chop wood, and then I tell you to collect berries, what happens? Is it Age of Empires 2 where he finishes chopping that tree? Wow, one guy built 3 houses that
With
quickly?
additional housing in place, even more villagers could join the workforce. But a populous village would soon exhaust the natural food sources. To grow, the community needed dedicated farms.
Build 3 farms. Build more farms. Oh wait, there's the hotkeys. Oh, I see. There's 2 separate hotkeys so they don't overlap. If you press Q, it switches to build. How do you swap back? How do you swap the hotkeys back to this window? Like, S is to stop when it's on this window, otherwise it's not. So I can build 3 farms there. You have to... No, it's like a building. Selecting a building and then
Woodsmen and farmers
selecting
now
units,
kept
it goes
the village
back.
well supplied.
Sometimes things are sped up in tutorials. Maybe. I hope they didn't speed up the building in
Further
tutorial.
growth required knowing the countryside and finding more resources. For that, communities employed scouts.
Produce a scout at the town center. So it shows the number of buildings we have here. So Q, you see Q swaps the hotkeys over here. I don't see a hotkey to swap it back to here.
Able to move quickly and see great distances, scouts were key to discovering new resources. The most important thing for a scout to locate was a ready source of gold.
Locate a gold vein. I think I deleted that. Gold vein. Is there a auto scout?
To prevent
No.
having to haul ore large distances, expanding communities would establish a mining camp near the source of gold.
Build a mining camp. Okay. That works the same. I'm on fire. Oh no, I'm sorry. I wanted to destroy the farm. I set everything on fire. I forgot. Apologies. Apologies for the fire. I'm just... Look, I'm just thrown off by not being able to swap the hotkeys back here, right? Q activates this as hotkeys, but then I don't know how to swap it back. If I deselect the unit, reselect the unit, it's still there. No WASD camera is a game breaker. Can I swap? Hold on. Settings. Controls. Can I change? You can change the grid. So I should be able. Where's camera controls? It's communication game. No. It's selection camera. So I can create a new profile. I can set this to WASD. But now the grid keys are missing here. Right? So it's something that you might want to do or not. You can set it to WASD, but I understand why it's not. Camera is already alt WASD. Oh, is it? So it is. That's actually a really nice addition. That's good. It's still jumpy though. Yeah, there's a little bit of a skipping. You see that? That's a little disconcerting. Okay. Alt WASD works, but yeah, it's a little... Okay, so the edge of the map, big gold icons. All right, understood. We've gathered enough gold.
With a good supply of gold, the village was becoming a large town. The signpost of this growth would be the construction of a large landmark.
Build a landmark. Okay. How do we build a landmark? Oh, get to the feudal age. To build a landmark, advance to the next age, select the villager and select the villager to go to the... Huh. You advance to the next age on villagers, not on the town center. Abbey of Kings. Okay. Oh, we have... to advance to the next age, we have to build the landmark. Okay, that's why. Understood. We have enough food. Go build that. No problem. Okay. Yeah, that clock's getting in the way. I'm going to turn that off. Settings. Game. Is it game? No. It's UI. Turn that off. We don't need to know that. There's some camera glitches. Did you just see... Why is my camera rotating? Why is my camera rotated? Reset camera. I was not pressing anything. So there's some weird camera glitches. This skipping when using Alt-WASD, that's throwing me off. So we're now in the feudal age.
With the landmark in place, the once sleepy village announced itself as a thriving feudal township. The townsfolk had been driven from their homes before, however. This time, they would defend themselves.
Learn to use spearmen.
The first step would be constructing a barracks for infantry.
What are they saying? Some of the voice lines are pretty long. Okay, so another problem. The farm I constructed then cancelled, it's still there. So there's some remnant glitches. Built a barracks, very good.
Once it had a barracks, the town could establish a standing force of soldiers. Simple infantrymen armed with spears were a common choice for these militias.
Okay, we're producing... Oh, we need to produce 10 spearmen? Let's do that. Okay, so that's gold, that's berries, understanding the icons on the map, alright. The small sleepy village with a huge stone cathedral. Well, we have the town center as well. 3 houses, town center, a farm, lumber mill. I mean, it's an okay village. Abbey of Kings, maybe that is a bit much for a sleepy town though. Okay, no problem. We're getting some units. Anya worker. Okay, does anyone know? Does anyone know? So the hotkeys, you see the hotkeys there? So attack, stop, F is garrison, V is stand ground. Oh, nice little, look at that icon change. The bars on the right.
Had a militia and could look to reclaim the lands lost to invasion.
Oh,
The
look at that
invaders had
graphic.
blocked the road north with a stout palisade. Although spears were of little use against these walls, the militia could burn down the obstacle with torches.
Destroy the palisade. Okay, so when you select a villager, so the hotkeys are over here. You press Q and it swaps the hotkeys over here. Is there a hotkey to swap it back to over here? Because I can deselect the unit, reselect the unit, and it's still over here. If I select the military unit and select the villager, it swaps back. If I deselect the unit, or if I select a building, then select the villager, it swaps back. But besides that, try moving or right-clicking. No, see? When I move the villager, it doesn't swap back. Alt Q, no. Control Q, no. Shift Q, no. So that's sort of throwing me off a little bit right now. Alt F4, yeah, that'll work. Solves many problems. Let's go burn this palisade down. Units are very noisy in this game. Come on, burn it down. This is a game with high ground. You can see these terrain lines. Burn it. They're angry about the wooden wall. I mean, look, they built it right across the road. Let's see what's on the other side.
The militia could now reclaim their lands in the north.
Attack the enemy cavalry encampment.
First, the spearmen had to deal with a lone sentry.
He's too fast. Okay.
Advancing aggressively, the militia eliminated the enemy sentry. The invaders had a small cavalry camp guarding the road, but the militia was ready to attack.
Sort of getting used to the zoom levels. They could have at least put a gate there. They're like, no one in and no one out. Burn it all.
Spears were highly effective against cavalry, allowing the militia to
This is
win
a stable?
the day.
Okay, that's a stable.
All that remained was to destroy the invaders' stables.
We can now scout this side of the wall.
The invaders' cavalry post was destroyed, but other enemy positions awaited further up the road. Hostile archers defended the next camp, which would put spearmen at a disadvantage.
Makes sense. I assume it doesn't let us
The
train
township
anything
needed
else.
cavalry of its own to deal with this,
Oh.
and so would need to build stables. To deploy that cavalry quickly, the town needed to build their stables near the front lines.
Build 2 stables in the designated area.
Fortunately, friendly villagers came out of hiding and joined the effort.
Now you tell me.
Cheerless. Your way on.
Chair is that. They are very English. Advance another couple ages and they're like, you're right, love. Have I played Ancestors Legacy? A little bit, a little bit. Burn the farms.
Each bouquet that.
Each bouquet that. It's
With
still
stables in
oldie
place,
English.
the town could field horsemen of its own.
So if I shift click units on 2 stables, it splits it. So we need 15. There we go. Horsemen also have spears. Oh, burn that. Is that a neutral house?
Cheerless here.
Are there any resources? Yeah, just go. The units talk so much. The units talk so much. It's so much talking in this game, and the fact that the voice audio slider is for narration, I think cinematics, and also unit voices. That's frustrating. Besides that, gameplay so far has been pretty solid, pretty stable, right? You can tell they don't want you zooming out this far all the time because it sort of fogs up. You see it fogs up as you zoom out, which sort of obscures your view. Like, see, like you can zoom out so you can see that, but it's like fogged up. So the game has allowed you to zoom out more, but it's sort of implying this is not quite the intended experience. You want to be like a little bit zoomed in. And that's the intended experience. Oh, so this is the dynamic tutorial. Do we not have... Oh, not enough houses, I see. You. Q.
Each timbra theos.
Build that, chop that. Okay. Alright, so we've got... We're short some horsemen. Okay.
The town now had a rapid light cavalry, skilled at harassing slower targets, such as archers.
Wonder if there's a unit limit on how many we can select. Charge in that. Oh, the spears can reach through. Alright, they prioritize military buildings over
the enemy archers,
civilian
moved
buildings.
on to destroying the archery range itself.
Great.
The invaders' archers and their camp were destroyed. A final enemy emplacement remained, one fortified with palisades and defended by spearmen.
Buildings do burn, you can see that.
To deal with this target, the town would need longbowmen. First, they needed to build archery ranges in the area regained from the invaders.
It's gonna give me villages, isn't it? Okay, so W gets me the military.
Once more, friendly villagers arrived to help.
Why is the archery range unstable here, but not the barracks? QW. I just feel like there should be a key right here, so we could swap back to that. Right? You can swap to this. You can select Q, W. No. See. Okay. So once you press Q, you can't swap to this without clicking. And if you deselect and select the units, you're still on Q. Right? This is. Oh, W's for second age buildings. Oh, these are ages. I see. 1, 2. Okay. These are ages. So it's gonna just go up. It's gonna go all the way across the screen. So it's behind me. But deselecting units and reselecting it doesn't work. So there's no way to deselect this. Escape? Oh, escape works. So you have to Q or escape, and then W. So it's escape to get back out. So you can't go straight from Q straight to W. You have to escape, then W. Okay. Right. Age 1, age 2. Understood. I'll build 3 archery ranges. So it's W, A. Okay, clear the farms. Okay. Can you press Q again? No, because once you press Q, Q is house.
With several archery ranges in place, the town could add longbowmen to its forces.
How many? 20? Okay, there we go. Just queue it all up. So this queue does actually keep going. It crops off there. Okay, understood. Long range can construct palings to fend off cavalry charges, slow movement speed. Alright, understood. Any trees here to harvest? Not really. Just chop those trees. Do the voices play when I'm not looking at them? No. The voices only play when you're looking at where they come out. Okay, okay.
A strong force of archers could eliminate enemy spearmen at a distance, so long as they took the proper position.
Which means take the high ground. Oh, that high ground.
Yes.
The other high ground. High ground, TM. I mean, this is a hill as well. That works, but I suppose this cliff is a bit better, right? This lighting. Okay. So
Poised
you
on
can
the
direct
cliff
them.
top, the longbowmen would be protected from an infantry charge. The last of the invaders fell to the resurgent homegrown population. Now that their lands were free of enemies, the town could take the next step in its growth and become a powerful medieval city.
Advance to the Castle Age, which means we build another thing.
Here too,
right?
the erection of a great landmark would be the signpost of this growth.
Acts as a keep with all the behaviors, technology, and bonuses. The White Tower. Let's clear off this
Eat your work.
remnants of a farmland. I like the little paths that show up. That sort of make it look very natural. These buildings, these houses, they're not tight, right? You can walk through this. Yeah, you cannot wall with buildings. You have to wall with walls. Burn it all. Okay. No more house walls. Yeah, not in this game. All right, I'm starting to get the basics. But yeah, see, using the Alt-WASD, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. You see this weird skipping? That's coming through on your side, right? It's not just my
Where
screen.
a few lowly refugees had founded a small village, now rose a mighty city. From there would grow an empire.
Tutorial done. Victory. So, from the tutorial, generally game feels pretty solid. I understand the mechanics, the hotkeys, I'm starting to get it. It takes some getting used to. There's some options and methods that... Oh, there's a whole written guide to hotkeys there. More tutorials. English civilization overview. These are external links. Okay. Let's go back to play. Single player. There are the Art of War challenges. Early economy, late economy, basic combat, early siege, late siege. Let's have a quick look at this. Let's give one a try. Just to basic combat, early siege, late siege. Okay. Bronze, 7 minutes, 30 seconds. Let's just see what the Art of War is like. We're gonna touch on everything here because this is gonna be an overview video. So the tutorial covered most things. I'm really liking actually the graphics and the style of the game. That main menu is just too confusing. But
When the
Like
game
the little
begins,
icons and
you
stuff
must
is
produce
nice.
new villages to rapidly grow your settlement. To support them, first focus on putting your existing villages to work, gathering food from nearby sheep.
Okay.
While your villages are working, use your scout to explore the surrounding area and locate additional resources. When you find more sheep, use your scout to herd them back to your town so that your villagers always have food to gather. Once your scout finds a herd of deer, order your villagers to hunt them. A growing town needs more buildings to support its residents. Construct additional houses to increase your population capacity. Place economic buildings near resources so that your villagers gather more efficiently and waste less time walking. You can also improve your villagers' gathering rates by researching new technologies at your economic buildings. Survival techniques, for example, allows your villagers to hunt faster and carry more food. When you have enough villagers, advance to the next age by constructing a landmark. Each landmark provides a different set of benefits, so choose wisely.
How far does early economy go? Surely once you get past the first landmark.
When your landmark is complete, your village will spring into the next age, ready to keep growing. To complete this challenge, you must produce many villages and gather enough food and gold to place a landmark and advance to the feudal age. Good luck.
Oh, this game has rolling cloud shadows. Okay. 10 out of 10 game.
Yaru, hunty.
Okay, how does...
Start by ordering your existing villagers to gather food from sheep, then queue up additional villages at your town center. Use your scout to explore the surrounding area and locate additional resources.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
So, gathering sheep, does it just work?
Yes,
Alright,
sir.
sheep attach themselves to the scout. You can't scout the map with sheep.
Yeah.
Your villagers should chop some wood. Send one of your villagers to build a lumber camp near the closest forest. Your villagers need houses.
QE.
Build a house each time that you have 2 or less remaining population capacity. Sheep will not fill your food
QQ.
stockpiles forever. Build a mill next to the nearby herd of deer and begin hunting.
Yeah.
Your other food gatherers
How
can
do you-
join the hunters once all the sheep are gone. Send your scouts south to find the deer
Okay.
closest to your town center.
Yes.
So that's how you do that. Alright. Built a house. I want to build a mill right here.
Hunting exposes
to
your
hunting.
villagers to raids. But deer are a faster source of food than farms, berry bushes, or sheep.
Okay.
Now is a good time to begin mining gold.
Yes, sir.
Just
Use a
gathering
villager
sheep
to
is
build a
already kind
mining
of
camp near
confusing.
the closest gold vein.
Gandhi.
Okay.
Yeah.
Use a villager to do this.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Closest gold vein. Up
Remember
there,
to
I
keep
guess?
producing new villages. Order new villagers to mine gold as well. Well done. Your mill is complete. Consider researching survival techniques to make your hunters more effective.
Yeah, Herende.
Oh, you can control sheep. Oh, the sheep move so slowly.
Forward. After the end.
Okay, walk up that way.
Huh?
How much wood do I have? 20. Oh, I've not mined enough wood. Okay, I'm not doing this so well.
Yes,
But
sir. Yeah.
okay, there's. I don't know if the rates are different. Is that a stone mine? Oh, that's a
Yeah,
stone
good
mine.
leech.
I don't know if the rates of food are similar to before,
After
where
that,
hunting is better than
Leech.
foraging and so on. Just scout around. I'll come back to you. Okay. Wood. Okay,
Abundante.
let's build a
Work
mining
handy.
camp. Get gold. So we have to gather 200 gold. not been training villagers. I'm just learning the... There's a gold mine right there. Never mind. Okay, the rest of you get on to hunting. Okay, there's a lot of hunting to be done.
Yeah, yeah.
So we're supposed to have 21 villagers. That's 8, 19, 20, 21. Okay. I mean, just learning the hotkeys and stuff, it's a little confusing. How you gather sheep is a little... was a little confusing. I got the food, got the gold, so we actually don't need... What is the text for survival techniques there? Oh, but that does cost... I built the gold mine way over there. Okay, fine, fine. Okay, you guys get to hunting. No idle villagers. We haven't found any more sheep yet. Would have thought there'd be more sheep. Guess not. Alright. So the gold medal is at 5 minutes 10 seconds. Understood. Alright. So I just sort of wasn't collecting food. I wasn't training villagers for a while. Okay, okay, okay. I'm starting to get it. Oh, there's a sheep. Okay, so deer are marked by antlers on the map. You like how the game builds roads? Yeah, actually, yeah, you see there's like a road going out to this. Even though we built that building far away, it's still, you know, good. So yeah, the thing I messed up is, what? Is I just wasn't training villagers. I forgot while I was trying to figure out how sheep worked. Can we even get out into any of these areas?
The gold medal is out of reach, but you can still earn the silver or the bronze.
It's okay, I understand, I understand. We're gathering more gold. Yeah, I just don't have enough villagers.
Hestes.
You have enough resources to construct a landmark, but you also need more villagers to finish this challenge.
Work day.
Okay, so it does force us to complete all of these. So the Art of War challenges in previous Age of Empires games, 2 and 3 particularly, it didn't require you to fill out the entire checklist. It's just, oh, get to the next stage and that's what you need to do. You know, it gave you basically one objective that you had to do. Though this time, I think it does.
The bronze medal is still within your grasp.
Okay, okay, I understand, I understand. First time, no problem. There's just so much more resources on this map than I thought that we needed. Okay, the Abbey of Kings takes a while to build. Bronze medal, huh?
Well done. You have quickly built up your economy and are ready for the next age.
Okay, understood. That can be done way faster. Way faster. I'm gonna give it one more try. I'm gonna give it one more try. Alright. Play a game. Okay, gameplay tip. When found, your sheep will follow your scout around. You want gold medal? Yeah. It's okay. I'll try. I'll try.
When the game begins, you must produce new village.
How many cinematics do I have to skip? Skip.
Start by ordering your existing villagers to gather food from sheep, then queue up additional villagers at your town centre. Use your scout to explore the surrounding area and locate additional resources.
Hey, sir.
Your villagers need
Grab the
houses.
sheep.
Build a house each time that you have 2 or less remaining population capacity. Sheep will not fill your food stockpiles forever. Build a mill next to the nearby herd of deer and begin hunting. Your other food gatherers can join the hunters once all the sheep are gone. Hunting exposes your villagers to raids, but deer are a faster source of food than farms, berry bushes, or sheep.
Okay, good.
Hey, sir. Yeah.
Oh yeah, deer are a faster source of food than berry farms. Okay, so you did mention that.
Now is a good time to begin mining gold. Use a villager to build a mining camp near the closest gold vein.
Okay.
Reader. Readende.
Grab this sheep. Okay. Bring you back.
Remember to keep producing new villagers. Order new villagers to mine gold as well. Well done. Your mill is complete. Consider researching survival techniques to make your hunters more effective.
50 lumber, huh?
Yeah. Che sapiente? Non siente.
Forward. Yes, sir.
Okay, then we don't need this guy anymore.
Yaro. It's a fara.
I'm going to need gold.
Yeah.
12 out of 21. I'll get... Is it worth getting this? I don't think it's worth getting this. Because I think we got enough food coming in. Does meat rot in this game? I'm unsure if meat rots in this game. Let's see if I can get gold without this tech. Uh, 15, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so that's enough villagers queued up.
Estes.
That queuing should work. I have not stopped training villagers. So I've got enough gold.
Onrad. Consiente.
You have enough resources to construct a landmark, but you also need more villagers to finish this challenge.
Yaro. Where can?
Need a house, I think. Don't get housed.
Yeah, worta. Ichi bluke that. Here's upper.
Easy, I think. How long does it take to train a villager? 20 seconds? Okay, I think it's literally a couple seconds buffer. 5:10, right? Yeah, 5:10. Okay, we can do it. You know. Gold, gold. All right, we did it.
Well
Gold!
done. You have quickly built up your economy and are ready for the next age.
Alright, I just needed to learn how sheep worked. How's the game performance? So far, pretty good. There's a couple of hotkey oddities, and also WASD camera controls works when you press Alt and WASD, but there's a stuttering with the camera, and sometimes it just starts rotating without me pressing anything, or when I'm doing Alt WASD, it starts rotating. So that's a bit weird. So I really do hope they fix that. So Art of War, I think so far there's no weird things here, because the Art of War challenges in Age of Empires 3 Definitive Edition, there were some weird ones there. There was one which was literally about collecting treasures, and you could win it, gold, without collecting a single treasure. I think they've patched it to make it not like that anymore. But on launch, Age of Empires 3 Definitive Edition, there was a treasures challenge which didn't require any treasures. Because it's like you have to collect treasures to get food, but it's just like, oh, you need to get 500 food or something. And if you just hunted the deer, you got 500 food. It was very strange. Okay, so basic gameplay, pretty solid so far. The Art of War challenges, they do require all the boxes checked, which is great. Let's check a campaign. So we can't actually jump into the other campaigns until you get through the first 2 missions of the Normans of 1066 Hastings. In 1066, William of Normandy set out to wrest the Kingdom of England from his Anglo-Saxon rival. Only one man could be king. Unlockable content, a video, a page from history, and another video. Interesting. Wow, I'm level 8 already? Look at this! I'm level 8. There are some customization things. Coat of arms, a 4. No. Is there a snake? Is... Money bag. These are all locked. Have we unlocked anything? Pole weapons. A sun. Okay. What is that? A wolf. Dual fish. Oak tree. Sheaf of wheat. Or the fleur-de-lis. So it doesn't say how to unlock things. Ooh, you get to change the shape. Mountain. Oh, that's what it's called. Mountain. Diamond. You know, circle's fine. Sigil position. Oh. Okay. Mechanically, this means nothing, but who doesn't like banner shape? Ah, yes, I like that one. Oh, there's other stripes and patterns. Ooh, add on a chevron. That's a good one. Colors. Okay, what colors are these all unlocked? Steel blue? No, okay. Do we need a color for everything? There's no black. Why can't you have black? Background color. Kind of important, I guess. Desert sand. Tawny. Brick. Orchid. Medium orchid. Purple. They had to come up with names for all of these colors. Medium slate blue, steel blue. Pattern. So, okay, we don't have access to a lot of things right now, but I guess we'll go from the number 4 to a sun. Okay, we've edited our coat of arms. Oh, villager, wolf. These are custom monuments that are in the town center, I think. That statue looks very precarious. I'm gonna go for the golden villager. So this, yeah, the backbone of every town. Yeah, this is because I get these golden statues because I was in the closed beta. Okay. Match history, match overview. Okay, great, save. We change our coat of arms and we've got that. So now, the Normans. Let's try a campaign mission and see what it's like. Ooh.
Some events leave a deep mark on history, but none on the land. This is the site of the Battle of Hastings. After almost 1,000 years, no traces of the bloody conflict can be seen. But here, the fate of England turned. It's where a king was killed, and his victor claimed the throne.
This is why we need a cinematic audio slider. She's too quiet. But I know this video you're watching is in 1080p, but I set it to 4K and I've got a 2K monitor. This is very crisp.
We
Look
know
at
what
those
happened here on
feathers.
this day, thanks to this. The Bayeux Tapestry. A carefully preserved illustrated record of events.
It's like a BBC
It
documentary.
shows
Yeah.
the main players. Harold, the newly crowned Anglo-Saxon King of England, and his challenger, William, Duke of
Actually,
Normandy.
don't we know this voice? This voice sounds very familiar
William
from
claimed the
BBC
previous king
documentaries.
promised him the crown. So, he assembled an army and prepared to sail to England to fight King Harold for the throne. But a storm thwarted his plans. Meanwhile, Harold discovered that a Viking invasion had landed in the north. Another threat to his crown. So he raced to fight them. In France, William waited for the right conditions to sail across the Channel to England. The weather cleared. He seized his chance. "250 miles north, Harold had defeated the Vikings. Now, hearing of William's arrival, his army sped south. At 9 o'clock in the morning, on this hill, William's Norman army were ready to do battle with Harold's Anglo-Saxon men. The stage was set, and up for grabs, England itself.
Let me process what we just watched. I kind of like the approach, but also that's kind of weird. It did very much feel like we jumped into a BBC documentary. And it's interesting that they are taking such a historical approach to the presentation and the educational approach to the presentation of the history in this game as well. It didn't feel like we were in a game for a while, but I suppose that's fine in cinematics. The footage was very crisp. At times felt a little stock footagey, but it's a documentary. It was like a documentary clip. Let's see how that flows into the game.
On October 14th, 1066, William of Normandy stood ready for battle at the base of a hill. The high ground belonged to King Harold of England and his Anglo-Saxon army. Here, on this hilltop, the fate of England would be decided.
He's got the high ground. Oh, see that Alt-WAS camera skipping? That is coming through on your side, right? Is it not? It might not be coming through on your side. On my screen, it's skipping. And I'm not sure if it's a display issue. Okay. But then, okay. You saw that the camera just rotated a bit, right? That's happening without my consent. Oh, that's all of my units right there. Okay. Off we go. Oh, he goes right to the back.
William's Norman army made the first charge, launching a direct assault on the shield wall.
Well, it seems like there's no limit to how many units you can select.
Though William's army fought fiercely against the shield wall, it would not yield. As one man fell, another took his place. Overlapping shields in tight formation made for a near impenetrable barrier. Realizing his army could not break the shield wall, William called for a retreat.
No retreat. Keep attacking.
He aimed to lure the Anglo-Saxons into a false sense of victory, causing them to break formation. William's feigned retreat was working. The Anglo-Saxon army broke their shield wall formation, leaving gaps for William to make a move.
Now everyone charges him. It's okay, they've given us infinite units here. And William is invincible. Oh, we're actually dealing damage now. Okay.
With Harold's men no longer in shield wall formation, William could pick them off as they charged.
Oh, it doesn't let us go back there. Okay. What? Oh. Right, okay. When you draw a box and then edge scroll, the box comes with you.
The Anglo-Saxons had deployed rows of spearmen to push back the invaders. But William had an answer. His sharp-eyed archers.
I feel like... Are we gonna lose? He's about to die.
Men-at-arms reinforced William's army.
You know what? Let's find out what happens if William dies. Can we lose this? Can we lose this? Oh, injured leader. Oh, okay. I see. We have to rescue the leader. Inspire. Oh, yeah. They keep giving us more units. Micro the archers.
Anglo-Saxon archers joined the fray, and the Normans' deadly cavalry ready to charge. But first, William's forces had to eliminate the enemy spearmen, whose sturdy polearms could easily bring down a horse.
Kill enemy spearmen to allow the cavalry to get in. Okay. I feel like I mean, we are on hardest difficulty, by the way. So, it should be a little hard. Don't charge in. How about you stop falling over? Okay. Just keep giving me free units.
With the threat of spearmen cleared from the field, William's cavalry was free to charge at the Anglo-Saxon archers.
Now we can charge. Use cavalry against enemy archers. What if we don't?
The Anglo-Saxon army was in disarray. Their shield wall had been neutralized, and their numbers were dwindling. Now the only thing standing between William and victory was King Harold himself.
Is that King? That guy. Archers.
The last of Harold's men encircled their king, prepared to lay down their lives.
Point
to save him.
blank shoot him. I think we got him. Yeah, sacrifice your lives, kill the guy. I know we're injured as well. Think he's dead? No? He's still going? He's still up there? Do we have more units? Are we actually gonna lose? I might actually lose. I thought we could get him. He's almost dead. Focus your attack on him. Yes, we totally won this
Anglo-Saxon
mission.
King Harold had fallen. In the confusion, some loyal soldiers fought to the death, while others scattered in panic.
Yes, I won this battle. I won. I won with no units left. Run away from the ghosts of my
Leaderless and
soldiers.
defeated, the last of the Anglo-Saxon army fled for their lives.
Get out of here.
The Normans celebrated victory over the English king, but William's quest to rule England was just beginning.
Who are these guys? Can't be my soldiers, they're dead. Pro strats. Look, play objectives, that's all that matters. Okay. A little bit silly, but it's a video game. The odd thing I'm feeling right now is that because the campaign is so taken from a documentary approach with a narrator saying the Normans are doing this and then King Harold is over there and William, you know, I feel like I have not connected to the characters we're watching right now. And I don't know if it's going to get into it, but like we don't have any voice acting for Harold or William or any of the soldiers. It feels like we're as zoomed out from the story as we are perspective-wise of the battlefield. But we've unlocked things, more documentaries.
At Guédelon in France, to understand how castles were constructed, they're building one from scratch.
It's a very good
using
documentary.
Just the tools and materials of the medieval age. It's a 25-year project. The world's biggest archaeological experiment.
Okay. We're not going to watch all these documentaries. So that's the intro video. Page from history. So this is, you know, the usual text of whatever's going on. That's standard to Age of Empires. Okay, I've unlocked something. Mastery reward. New ways of thinking. Is it because of how I won? Hold on. What is this mastery reward? What is a mastery? I've got a little icon there. Is that... Hold on, let's quit the campaign mode. Is that a customization thing? Is it one of... It's not an achievement. What is a mastery? Oh, I can change my portrait as well? Oh. Jean d'Arc. Windmill. We all know how those work. I don't know what the mastery is. But we've unlocked the hammer and pick. Sure. We're hammer and pick now. Save. Okay. Let's do the second mission, because that's what unlocks everything else. North to York, conquest. England was under Norman rule, but not all were content with the conqueror king. Back to the documentary.
At the Battle of Hastings, the death of one man changed the course of history.
That's all it took.
The Anglo-Saxon King Harold was killed here, on England's south coast. His army defeated by William of Normandy. Anglo-Saxon rule was over forever. At Westminster Abbey on Christmas Day 1066, William was crowned the first Norman King of England. Now he had to secure power across the country. He began by stamping his mark on the landscape, building cathedrals and castles at strategic locations. Nothing like them had been seen in England before. They reminded the Anglo-Saxon population exactly who was in charge. But not all were content with living under Norman rule. Anglo-Saxon revolts broke out across the country. King William acted quickly to crush these rebellions. But there was one region where dissent was spiraling out of control: the north of England. In 1069, a group of lords from Northumbria formed an alliance with Viking invaders. Together, they approached Norman-held York, a large city with an important cathedral, still protected by ancient Roman walls. But the walls couldn't save York. The city and the castle fell to the rebels. William's new kingdom was under threat. He had to get the city back under Norman control. William had no choice but to order his men north. But as the Norman forces set off on their long march towards York, how much resistance from the rebels would they encounter?
Okay. I'm still on the fence with the documentary approach. I'm still on the fence. I'm not, like, I kind of like it, but so far, I feel like it's replacing something that should also be here, which is the personal touch with the history that we're playing. Cinematography's on point. Yeah, I mean, footage looks phenomenal. It looks really good. And, you know, you saw in the options, these videos run at 4K. I'm on a 2K monitor. It looks really crisp. Looks really good. But here's the second mission. And this should pretty much establish everything, like how the rest of the campaigns are gonna go.
William the Conqueror marched north, with his army of Normans determined to take back the rebel-held city of York. But in his path stood rebel towns that harbored William's northern enemies. He would take the towns back by force.
Capture Middlethorpe. Okay. So yeah, the whole thing is narrated. We're not gonna hear William talk, as far as I can tell. Nice touch with the scout. Is that a joke about scouting with sheep? Oh, getting some performance issues here. I did boost the graphics slightly beyond what was recommended, and I'm streaming and recording. think it's okay.
Je suis votre serveuse.
We got it?
The Normans captured the town of Middlethorpe, establishing their presence in the north. With reinforcements to his army soon arriving, William would need more resources to supply them.
Okay, hold on. Let me undo that graphics option that it recommended me not to do. Which was this, geometry detail. Let's set it back to high. See if that fixes performance. Is it okay? Herdable sheep. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Build. No, not house. Shift Q. Okay. Build QQ. 2 additional houses. And then QE for 4 more farms. No, I misclicked. Cancel. QE. I will need lumber, trees. Okay. Get to farming. You get to that. We built 2 additional houses. Get to farming.
What?
We're supposed to build more farms. All right. While the documentaries lack the personal touch, you could argue the transition from documentary to gameplay adds some of it back. It sort of does. I'm still undecided about the documentary approach. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just really not used to it, and I think we're gonna have to stew with it for a while before deciding whether you like it or not. It's just so different compared to all the previous Age of Empires.
Ensala. Vado. Escolto.
There seems to be slight performance issues on this map, but I suppose maybe I'm just overloading things a little bit. Yeah, a little frame stuttering going on.
What?
Masono. Escolto.
Oh. Need more chopping wood.
Okay.
Want to pop a mill right there.
Exploro. Bene.
Soyez expressed comme si camarade.
Quierte. Quierte. Ennemi. Si.
How do you get a unit out of a control group?
Mandes.
Oh, what? Things are really stuttering.
Mandes.
How do you...
Attendez les commandements.
Ensala.
Oh, when you hold Alt and mouse, it rotates the
Norman army was
camera.
now well supplied by a town.
Oh.
But it would take a sustained effort to keep the army at full strength.
Immobile.
That's what's been confusing me. Alt WASD controls the map, but Alt mouse, just moving the mouse, rotates it. So often when I just want to Alt WASD and then move the mouse, oh, it's rotating.
Another
And
rebel
then
town, Fulford, stood in defiance to William's rule.
see how this is confusing? You see how? Okay, I've reset camera. Okay, I see. Okay. Maybe it's just a thing that needs some getting used to.
Explorons.
Accesmets vos, compagnon. Por vostre service. Accesmets vos arnois.
Performance is... Let's see if dropping graphics helps with performance. Just change... so image quality has to stay high. Oh, this all requires restarts, does it? How about shadows? Okay, we can drop shadows. Textures, we can drop shadows. Geometry, let's drop that. Let's drop anti-aliasing. Let's drop... Oh, physics cannot. Okay. Without restarting. Let's just try drop those. See if we get better performance. No. Unchanged. Unchanged. That's stuttering for you guys as well, right? Yeah, that had no effect on the performance.
Parade. Kerte.
CPU related? Might need a map restart. My CPU is not overloading or anything, but yeah, it might be CPU related. Let me try, because this is getting pretty bad. Let me try restart with some lower settings on the CPU related stuff. Alright, so I restarted the game. I've set the settings to either medium or low for everything in the graphics section. Okay, that looks smoother. That looks smoother. I don't know whether it's a lower graphics or if it's just the restart, but sure. We need gold. Is there no source of gold around here? Let's advance to the next stage. Yeah, I don't think we have any source of gold.
Labour.
Explorons. Fado.
Bust this gate down. Quick, before the soldiers get here. Okay, charge it. Let's capture Fulford. Okay. Everything on medium, graphics-wise, feels pretty much the same, so I think this is fine.
With the Fulford rebels eliminated, William was one step closer to York. The Normans discovered an enemy outpost on the water. It belonged to an ally of the northern rebels, the Danes. The Danish King Svein II had sent his army to harass William's forces and prevent him from taking back the north. William had a choice: bypass the encampment or destroy it.
That's quite a lot to destroy. Build up support for your army.
Knowing he would face strong resistance in the city, William prepared to bolster his cavalry.
Okay, so we basically just need to get to the next age. Did we get gold from something? Oh well. All of you, build a... produces archer at 100% speed, heals all nearby units. Produces archers. Okay. Let's build that. Let's get a whole bunch of archers. Actually, let's do this. It seems like, yeah, food doesn't rot, as far as I can tell. Not in this game. Is that More enemies down here?
Pour votre service.
Now, do I have... Oh, there's markets. Okay. Yeah, no problem. Okay.
L'heure est
Let's
de
just
besoin.
clear off this right side here. I'm back, guys. I'm married. Not sure why you would assume that, though.
Voyez prest, compagnon. Je suis votre serviteur.
Let's go kill these guys. Markets are neutral now. They have to be captured on the map. Ah, I see. I think these are just some resource locations. New age begins. So there's this. We want to gather soldiers here. Train a whole bunch of archers.
Toutes unités.
Escolte bene.
Build a stable. No, we can build a market. Markets are right there. We'll also want a blacksmith.
Attendez les commandes. Asseyez vos armées.
Yeah, we've cleared this eastern side.
Having left the
Let's-
Dane threat unchecked,
Oh,
the Normans now faced a savage raid from the rebels' fearsome ally.
savage raid. Alright, it's fine. We'll hold it off. Training up a whole bunch of archers. What's this? Reinforcements, nice.
Asseyez vos armées. Nous allons.
Yeah, burn the market, it's fine.
Voyez prest, compagnon.
Fece l'imandement.
Let's get all the upgrades.
Scarra formata.
Accès response. Nous allons.
Avalion. Dieu.
À l'archon.
Promesse préparate.
Accès Smith, vos armées. Avant.
Archers and this.
Thomas und Ordnance. À l'archon, chevalier.
Repel the Danish raid. Very nice.
William's army held back the Danes' attack, but they threatened to return unless William paid them in gold.
Paid them in gold. Stop the Danish raids. Send tribute to the Danes 1,200 or destroy the Danish camp. I like the choices. Tribute. Yeah, let's not.
Asseyez vos
Don't let
armées.
these infantry escape.
Audite. Parate. Attention.
Accès Smith, vos armées. Avant.
No survivors. No survivors. I think we can win this.
Arco parade.
A little bit of bottleneck, but we got more archers, which means we should fare better here. Okay. Torches do a lot of damage to buildings. We just wreck buildings. I guess wooden buildings. I assume stone buildings are gonna be much more impervious to this. Is that treasure? Treasure chests. 300 gold, 300 gold, very nice. Wreck the king.
In destroying the Dane outpost, William stripped the rebels of a crucial ally.
Having some Age of Empires 3 Definitive Editions flashbacks here.
William's ultimate goal was within his grasp. All that remained was to enter York and destroy its keep.
Oh, we killed one and now they're just gonna sit there. Okay.
Attendez les commandements.
Parat? Obéio. Cavalario, parat.
Is that a good flashback? No.
Parat! Audio.
Those are archers, so we just send our cavalry against them. Oh, those are longbowmen, so they are much better archers than our archers.
Soyez prest, compagnons. Parat! Cavalarios parat! C'est certes.
Horsemen train real slow.
Io ma sono la cosa.
Cavalario, parat.
Formes ordonnance! Alors, l'ennemi est à voir. À la sonne, chevalier!
Let's kill the rest of them.
Chevalier! Prest pour arpier!
Those longbowmen destroyed my cav. Yeah, actually, maybe we don't have good cavalry either. Did I build a barracks? I did actually build a barracks. Spearmen, vanguard men-at-arms. Let's upgrade these.
Udite.
And then get...
Cose sera ma sonata.
Parat.
We don't have enough food. Oh, these guys are all idling, that's why.
Cose sera ma
Quelle,
demandes.
io ma sono la cose.
Hunted meat, wheelbarrow,
Ah, Félicette Béat.
carrying capacity, food rate. Yeah, okay, we can afford all that.
Ecce li mandement.
Attendez les commandements. Retrayez vos amours.
Okay, let's pull back.
Point d'ordines.
High armor, slow movement, susceptible to light range attacks. So spearmen are gonna be wrecked by their stuff. So let's get these early men-at-arms. I think these... Oh yeah, these horsemen cost 110 food each. So that is a problem. We have way too much gold. Get on those farms.
Soyez prest.
Odite servia.
Apertisez votre courage, compagnons.
Sagita in arco.
Why are they glowing?
Accesvez vos
I'm not
compagnons.
using my rally ability.
Odite.
Oh, they're back. I'm gonna highlight it. If it happens, I'm gonna highlight it. Who's this yellow guy? He's got a single archer. They're like spinning him round. So let's grab our archers. Ah, what a wonderful sound. Close your eyes and listen. Let's move out. I think we've whittled down their army. Breach the city gates. Do I? Oh, the sheep still... Oh, the sheep can move by themselves. What are we attacking? Oh, there's a guy there. You can scout with sheep, but they're really slow. How do I select the sheep? Count the sheep. Let's do preliminary scouting with sheep. But they move okay. Oh, they killed the sheep! Okay, fine. You can't just... They just wrecked the sheep. Look at them! Oh, sheep carcass. Oh well. I feel like if this is an Age of Empires game, there's an alternate route into attacking the city. Can we pass through this? It's a little unclear what you can and can't pass through. No, we can't walk through this. Okay, maybe up this hill. Yeah, they don't know how to attack us. Does this lead to anything? So keep in mind, we're playing on the hardest difficulty. This is the first campaign, so, you know, it's not gonna be... Scouting with my whole army, what am I? Some kind of noob general. It's okay. Just make your way back, it's fine. Guess there's no alternate route.
Vido, sì. Cose sera massonata.
Attendez les commandements. Allons. L'ennemi nos aguets.
So we are... This is the tutorial campaign, right? I don't know if there's a tutorial campaign. There is a tutorial already. So I don't feel like there needs to be a tutorial campaign. It's probably the easiest campaign, maybe. This city gate thing is blocking the health bar.
The Norman army poured into York and began sacking the town as they bore down on the keep.
Yeah, those archers... Oh, no, those were spearmen, so they wrecked the cavalry. That's fine. Do we have a hero unit? We do have King William. I keep forgetting to inspire my soldiers. It's okay. You don't need to inspire them if there's just more of them, right? Oh, what's that? York Castle? Alright, let's regroup before we do that. Yeah, I think they're speaking Old French, right? So archers actually don't burn buildings. We just fill them with arrows. Oh, that looks like cavalry. Alright, alright. Let's do the smart thing. Use the choke point. Single hero holding the line. Yes. The arrows do just sort of stick there, which still looks a bit odd. Look at that. Tactics. Yeah, maybe fire arrows will be an upgrade. Oh. Here's the rest of my army. Make your way over. Our town center with single arrow is gonna wipe this army. the screams of death.
Moment ici, arquière.
L'heure est de besoigner.
Attention. Préparate, arquière. Arquière, in avant.
Make your way up there. Keep training units in case of anything. Yeah, I'm like, look, I have been very critical of all the Age of Empires definitive editions, and this is going to be no exception. Where are these armies coming from? Oh, they're coming from the northwest, I see. Are they pursuing? No. Okay, we actually want the archers on the front for this to deal with the infantry. Old French, but with modern diction. Very odd, feels wrong. Well, I don't speak French, so I'm unsure. So it's Old French, but modern diction. Let's just clear these houses, because they're kind of in the way. Also, we don't have to go straight into that. Burn the house. Then we can just bust through this wall, right? With the number of archers we have, we actually kind of want a crowded space. Is this river crossing crossable? Maybe I've overtrained archers. Okay. That looks like an important building. Is it healing us? So that's destroying one of the age up buildings. So we've totally wrecked that. What's this? Monastery? Let's burn the monastery. I don't know if this is a game, this is a map where they just keep getting more free units. Yeah, the archers sort of over-focus individual units. So you actually want to try and stagger. Revive leader. Oh, okay, that's fine. Okay, rescued the leader. Okay, no problem. Don't think we have anything but archers left. I've made too many archers. Let's fall back. Are we actually under attack here? Oh, some units came through. Let's pull back to this bridge here. Oh, they just have stuff everywhere. Oh, we can clear that out. Oh no! The army has built up. Oh, it's okay, it's okay. All we have to do is pull back and they go back there. Okay. Alright. Oh. Just archers. Just archers. Stand ground. Who's shooting us? There's a tower. Yeah, these guys will just sit here and do that for a while we clear this. We're not missing any techs or anything like that, no. The voice acting is very good. Yeah, I think they just keep getting free units on this particular scenario. Early man-at-arms. So yeah, we just have to destroy that keep, I think. And that is clear. They actually go, woohoo! Yay! We killed them all! Okay, a bit more of a rounded army now, not so many archers. I suppose this road leads round to this entrance. Actually, that would make more sense if I reinforce from this side. That's behavior that existed in 3 as well, yeah. They just keep pulling back, really. I assume this does loop back around. If I garrison this, do we shoot more out of this town center? Yeah, here we go. Let's bust through here so we rejoin our armies. Oh, they're gonna get that house. Okay. Oh. Alright, I think these buildings are actually training units, so I'll just take this out. Let's make an attempt on the keep. It's on a bit of a hill. Clearing the market should get us a bit more room. There we go. Then inspire the soldiers. Charge in. You guys start burning the keep. Archers can deal with everything else. Okay, I think that does it. The keep's made of wood, so we can burn it. Build rams with your archers to take down buildings faster? Build rams. Oh, that's where siege is. Okay, let's build battering rams. I didn't know archers built... Oh, all units build... Okay, there we go. We built a ram. It's fine. It's fine. We got it.
Fell to the Norman army, and York was secured. The Northern Rebellion was over, and William the Conqueror was uncontested as King of England.
All right, so we beat the two missions that pretty much unlocks the rest. Oh, video on crossbows. Okay, and we've got another mastery. Training and transformation. I don't know what the masteries are, but sure. Let's leave campaign mode. That means that does unlock the other campaigns. 100 Years' War, Mongol Empire, the Rise of Moscow. So just to look real quick, Mongol Horde. It's another... It's still documentary aesthetic, I think, through the whole thing, right? Yeah. The Steppes of Mongolia.
From the vast reaches of the Mongolian steppe.
Okay. Okay. So that's how the 4 campaigns will pretty much go. They all go through this documentary approach. I'm still on the fence about it. It's sort of cool, but also just very different, and I'm not sure if it feels too impersonal. Because it's not, you know, there's no more, you are William Wallace. It is sort of like looking at these campaigns in retrospect, even though you are playing them.
The Mongols charged across the European plains with the fatigue. Subutai directed his warriors.
So anyway, I think that's a good look at Age of Empires 4. Let's wrap up a few things here. Let's wrap up. Gameplay feels solid. It takes some getting used to. Hotkeys, how things work, but nothing too serious. On my screen, using Alt-WASD to move around is a kind of weird. It's got a weird screen stutter when I do that. So there's a few camera issues. Maybe it's to do with my display, because I'm not sure if it was translating onto you guys' side in the video. Not the first game to have a visual glitch that's only on my side. So I'm just letting you know that when I was using Alt-WASD to move the camera around, it was sort of skipping a little bit. And Alt being default bound to rotating the camera, so a little strange, but okay. Visually great. Some performance and optimization issues. Even on the main menu, it can feel like it lags and stutters sometimes. So there are some optimization issues. Nothing too serious. Dropping graphics down to medium did fix most things. The AI and its pathfinding. Well, that's just traditional at this point, isn't it, for Age of Empires? Because of the AI glitches, it makes the campaigns a lot easier than they're supposed to be. This is something we faced quite a bit in Age of Empires 3 Definitive Edition, where the AI almost stopped playing at points, and it just sort of gave up. And even on the hardest difficulty, it felt too easy. How about the music? Music was good enough, but I have not really noticed the music, so it's not standing out to me in any particular way. It is like the rest of the game. It's high quality, but maybe there's a bit lacking of personality in the whole game. Like, the documentary approach to the campaigns means we're very zoomed out from the characters, and it's sort of looking at it in retrospect from an educational point of view, which is kind of cool, kind of interesting, but I don't feel connected to these characters like in some of the previous games. You know, that like the characters aren't even talking to each other, so I'm like, he's just another cavalry unit which can be revived, you know? So it needs some work. It needs some fixes. 2D Kiri is raiding just as I'm wrapping up the Age of Empires 4 look. So yeah, we've got some optimization issues. We've got some AI and pathfinding issues. That one's a big one because just having enemy units stutter outside of your gates is a bit... One makes the game too easy in the single-player campaigns. Oh, so it's not good? Actually, the fundamentals of gameplay are fine. It's just because So for example, right, the way it approaches things is this very documentary approach. So like this is the intro to things. It's like a BBC historical documentary where it's cool, but it's a documentary, right? If you've ever seen one of these, history, you know what I'm talking about.
But none on the land.
Right? It's like this.
This is the site of the Battle of Hastings.
You know, I'm just gonna skip that. And it's narrated through the whole thing like that. So it's... I don't know if I know how to word this perfectly right now, but generally, in a sentence, I would say Age of Empires 4 feels very high quality, very refined, very crisp, but I'm struggling to care. It feels so slick, so cool. The gold and navy color scheme is so rich, and the voice acting is so high quality. The documentary videos are very well produced, and if I opened up Netflix for a documentary on how castles were built, this is exactly what I wanted. But this is not a documentary on how castles and crossbows work. It's Age of Empires. And we played 2 missions in the Norman campaign, which are mandatory to unlock the rest of the campaign. And because the characters don't even talk to each other, it's like I have no memories with William or King whoever, right? Like it's all explained so perfectly, so cleanly. The script for the narration, like I can't fault it. So it's hard for me to sort of assess it, because what it's trying to do is it's doing it very well. Besides the AI pathfinding issues, which is traditional in Age of Empires, fix it, okay? I zoomed in on it and stared at it for a good while just to make a point. But yeah, what it's trying to do feels so well done. I just don't really care about what it's trying to do. And I don't know if that's too harsh saying it like that. Like there's a whole multiplayer aspect, of course, you know, I'm less of a multiplayer player, but I don't know. There's some cool things. The maps have this stealth ambush mechanic where you can hide in forests, and, you know, on naval battles, there's also, you know, stealth mechanics on the water. You know, there's soldiers going up onto stone fortifications, so it's a bit like Stronghold. So there's some new things which I can see working for the multiplayer scene, but the campaigns, I just... And the single player experience, I've actually felt more engaged by the Art of War challenge than I did by the campaign. Right? I have no feelings of wanting to continue the campaign at this point. Right? Like, if I'm gonna have to put up with, you know, the AI glitches and bad pathfinding, I'd rather go play Age of Empires 3 Definitive Edition, because there are characters and stories being told here. But this is almost presented in a way where it's not even a story, right? It's sort of a list of facts, and where a bit of story comes in, it's like, oh, you know, William is at the base of the hill and has to conquer the king at the top of the hill. But it's like, even that's not really a story. It's more, this is what has to happen, and this is what happened. And you just get a list of checkboxes of things that need to happen for not even the story to continue, but for history to continue. You know, like the Danes being there, and it's like, oh, the Danes are there, and because they're there, they launch raids on your town. And it's like, there's no dialogue, there's no names involved, so it feels like when you read a book, and it's like, the Danes had a settlement nearby, and because the Danes were there to raid things, they raided the town. Who's doing the raiding? Not mentioned. Who's doing the defending? Well, William of Normandy's there, but, you know. So it's like, it feels like a checklist of facts and history that you are playing to check off the order they're going in. Right? When you play Age of Empires 2, you feel William Wallace's hate for the English. Right? And even his reverence a bit for, oh, the English longbowmen, they're dangerous, you know. You sort of feel, you know, you can feel William Wallace hating the English. Here, I feel no emotions between the two kings fighting. You know, like we just destroyed the York Keep. It was York, I think. We destroyed the York Keep, and that feels factual. We destroyed the keep at York. And it almost feels like no people were involved in this. Right? It's so zoomed out from the story that it is all history and facts. And that, it's cool. Like, it's done very well for what it's trying to do, but it's not compelling me. Since it's so historically accurate, you kind of know what's going to happen too, so no suspense or tension of what's going to happen next. You already know the ending and most of the story. Yeah, what's an example of something like in Age of Empires 2? Like, I've not played through all the campaigns, right? But here's the thing. The start of your game is the most important point, right? Caesar 4 gets good about 8 hours in. The entire tutorial and entire first campaign, except for like the last 2 missions of the first campaign, they're garbage, right? So you cannot blame people for playing for a few hours and be like, I'm not into it, right? And it's like, no, it gets good. It gets good. You gotta play like 4 hours and then it gets good. No. That's not fair to the players, right? You wanna make the start of your game the best possible, right? The second, the best part of your game is either the start or the end. And the second best is the other one, right? So if the ending is the best part of the game, the second best part of your game is the start, right? The middle can lull a bit, right? So we played the compulsory 2 missions, right? The other campaigns don't even unlock until you beat those 2 missions. So that's what we've got, right? With the tutorial, that's like 2 hours of gameplay, and the Art of War that we did, which we got a gold on. Yeah. It's just so sterile. And for example, in Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition released with the Tamerlane campaign, right? There were some surprises there, right? Which map was that? The yellow faction in the middle joining you after you kill the king in the west, right? That was surprising. Like, I thought, oh, we're gonna get some units when we kill that. And no, we got a whole ally. So when I played it the first time, I did it one way. Played it the second time, I was like, oh, this is a completely different experience because I did it wrong the first time. But, you know, with the characters talking to each other, it's like, why should we join you? You know, you need to prove yourself first. Go kill the king in the west. And then you go kill the king in the west, and you have proven yourself. I pledge my allegiance to you, right? Instead of narration, it's dialogue. And I feel like, oh, okay, we've gained an ally. And it's like, we're now friends versus those enemies. Whereas here, it's just sides. There's like almost not even names involved. I mean, it mentioned, you know, like, I think it mentioned 2 names, which is the 2 kings. And that's pretty much it. And it's hard to pinpoint. I think I feel like I need to like digest and actually write it out cleanly, but hopefully I'm communicating my feelings in the moment right now. Right? This is a Gamer Encounters, which means I'm encountering it. It's not a thought out reflection. It's feelings right now. So more into history essence, not into the gameplay immersion part. Well, I feel like, personally, when it comes to communicating knowledge, making it a story is very important. And when you're watching a documentary, like the videos we've seen today, that's pretty much how documentaries go when you watch them on Netflix or in BBC. But even then, I watched a documentary about medieval English stuff, right? It covered castles, it covered artillery and cannons and guns. It covered the longbow, it covered weapons. And they would like get this eccentric guy in, which is a legit historian, but he's a bit weird. But then they get a cannon out and they fire a cannon into a van to show the destructive power of a cannon and say, imagine this going through a man. And it's like, oh, okay, wow, okay. And even that's not here. So this feels even more sterile, which is sort of juxtaposed by the fact that this is a video game, which tends to be a bit more on the casual side of things, of what we expect anyway. You know, there's a reason why in the older Age of Empires, it sort of had these stories. And I suppose, like, the closest this feels to story-wise in the Age of Empires series is Age of Empires 1, which, let's face it, is not the best storytelling either. The reason why Age of Empires 1 did so well is because its mechanics was so solid. And I can't assess whether the mechanics in Age of Empires 4 are so solid that it will encourage a multiplayer scene. But even then, most people moved on to Age of Empires 2 because that had better mechanics and better storytelling. You know, the fact that they boast Age of Empires 2 has over 500 hours of single-player campaigns to play, right? Right? And people play through them. And I don't see how, like, if we're gonna be dealing with pathfinding issues and AI issues here, we might as well play Age of Empires 2 with pathfinding issues there. Because there's just more content. And the graphics are nice, but I don't think that's enough of a selling point. Yeah, Age of Mythology has the best story, right? Because it's based on mythology. But it's, oh, Arcantos, you know? You have characters you care about dying, right? There's machinimas built into the storytelling. And I feel like if we're gonna move away from machinimas in terms of RTS storytelling, you gotta move into something that's better. And I don't think I can say documentary is better than machinima, even in this context. Right? The art style's a letdown for me. All the maps look the same. Let's... Is there a single player versus AI? Do I have to go to multiplayer for that? Co-op versus AI. Such... no. Custom? Training, mastery, and complete. No. Can I not do single player versus AI? Skirmish, there we go. Skirmish. Solo battle versus AI. How many maps do we have? Map setup. Crafted maps coming soon. Maps that are randomly generated each time you play. Okay. Do we have different climates? Basically, is there a desert map? Dry Arabia. Yeah, this UI. How do I... Dry Arabia, okay. Oh, biome. No, no, cancel. No. Oh, there's a biome right there. Ah, hold on. I didn't realize you could pick dry Arabia and it'd be wet. Dry is in the name. Okay, hold on. So this is gonna look exactly the same. Yep, okay. Quit match. Go back to here. Okay, hold on. Solo battle versus AI. Map setup. Okay, there are different things. Asian temperate, chalk downs, Asian subtropical. So if I just pick Gobi Desert. Oh, I see. It sort of previews right there. So what's the Taiga summer, Taiga winter? There's snow maps. Okay, so there's different climates. I like my Arabia like I like my wine. Wet but dry. So yeah, it's just... Yeah, it's not... So this is... This is as dry as it gets. You can make of that as you will. Okay. Well. So I think the main problem, besides optimization, which can be fixed, besides AI pathfinding glitches, which can be fixed, but I'm not sure if they will be. It's just not very compelling right now. And I feel like, if anything, this is gonna be a multiplayer game more than anything else. So how that works out, we'll have to see how the community goes, if the player count is high enough, if there's competitions and competitiveness that maintains. Time will tell on that. But for the campaign single player experience, I think I would play Age of Empires 2 instead. Anyway, that's gonna be it for now. Thank you all so much for joining. I hope you enjoyed it and found this useful. Age of Empires 4 now released. A code was provided for me to check this out. If you've watched this far, well, you know what it's like. Maybe wait for a sale. Yeah. Maybe wait for a sale. Okay. Anyway, that's going to be it for now. Thank you all so much for joining. If you want to see more stuff, click the buttons on the screen right now for so much more content. Join us on Twitter, twitter.com/gamerzach. Follow there. I'm active and contactable, or drop by and say hi on the Discord at discord.gg/gamerzach. Thank you all so much for joining and for the support. I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys. Bye.